Oh, hey guys, it's Ren here over at the Hungry Heart Home. If you are new here, I post home decor, DIY, and organizational vlogs every Thursday. If that is something you'd like to see more of, be sure to hit the subscribe button. This week we're doing a deep clean of my closet, so if you want to check that out, be sure to keep watching. Oh, hey guys, thanks for checking in this week. So I have basically an overflowing closet of clothes that don't fit me. And every time I go to get dressed, it's kind of depressing. So right before the past year and a half started, me and Nate did keto. We lost a ton of weight. I was probably the skinniest I've been in a very long time. I had essentially a brand new wardrobe. I had gotten rid of a lot of my bigger clothes and or packed them away. And that's just kind of what this closet got filled with when we moved into this house in late 2019. And then the past year and a half happened. So not only did I gain back all the weight that I lost and then some, but I've also been left with a closet full of clothes that just don't suit my body type right now. And while I am completely at peace with where my body is at right now, every time I go to get dressed, it is more than mildly depressing because there are so many pieces in there that do not fit me. There are so many pieces in there that I would love to be able to wear. And I don't need that daily reminder every single time I get dressed. I'm sure I'm not the only person who ends up feeling this way or is in the same situation as me right now. Not only that, but I've avoided cleaning out this closet for a while because it has been on our to-do list to get a door bumped out from our master bathroom, which is right behind you guys, into the guest room there and turn that into a closet with an entire PAX wardrobe system. And so in my mind, I was gonna do this project when we did the closet. That being said, everything has been delayed because of the past year and a half. I have no idea when that project's actually gonna happen. And now I'm just left with an overflowing closet of mainly clothes that don't fit me. And when I do my laundry, I can't even hang everything up. That's how much clothing there is. There's barely any space to move the hangers around, to tell what's even in there. And though I have been buying lots of pieces that suit my body now, I find them hard to find amidst all the other stuff that doesn't fit me right now. So my game plan is to separate into 3 categories. First category is clothes that fit me now. Second category is clothes that I would like to keep, hoping that they will fit me down the road. And third category is things that I want to donate, because there is 100% stuff in there that I'm not gonna wanna wear again, even if I do get skinny again. So I have some stuff up here to help me organize that, and we're going to dive into it. I hope this is helpful for you guys. I hope maybe the categories that I'm using will be helpful for you guys too. And if you're in the same situation as me, and maybe you've put on some pounds, maybe you put on more pounds than you wish that you did throughout everything that's been going on, guess what? You're perfect just the way you are, and you don't need a daily reminder of skinnier days, okay? So I encourage you, if you're in the same boat as me, to deep clean your closet with me this weekend and, purge all the stuff that doesn't make you feel good, donate some stuff to people who might need it, and pack away those clothes that you want to keep. Pack them away somewhere that you're not gonna have to see them every day. When the day hits that possibly you get a little skinnier or you can fit into them again, you can pull back out that bin of clothing. But for now, let's dive into it, guys. Let's deep clean our closets. Let's make it practical and useful for us, and let's get rid of all the fluff that is taking up valuable closet space and making us not feel great on a daily basis. Let's go do that. All right, guys, so this is where we're starting. All of this stuff up here is basically just a jumbled hot mess. This is all of my everyday clothing. So I have 3 other closets that I use in the house. Not joking. This is just my everyday closet, which is why we are planning on building a giant master closet down the road. But yeah, there are these have multiple things hung on every hanger. This down here, there's barely any space to move anything, and a lot of it doesn't even get worn. When my laundry is clean, I can't hang everything. And there is just no rhyme or reason to what's going on up here. So my first plan of attack is to pull out all of this stuff and go through it, because that's going to be the biggest, most painful part of this project. So let's get into that. All right, guys, so let's get into it. I brought up a bin from the basement. This one's a little janky, but it was the only empty one I had. And a big old black garbage bag. This is going to be for my donations, and then everything I'm going to keep, I'll be folding and putting in this bin so I can store it easily in the basement. I also brought this hanging rack from my other glam room so that I can use it to help organize stuff while I'm pulling it out of the closet. And as always, I've got my trusty little helper, Birdie, ready to help me get this project underway. Okay, so to get started, your girl put on some tunes, grabbed her iced coffee, and started emptying out this closet. It was a big task, so to begin with, I really had to pull stuff out onto this rack. There really was no space to be moving things from side to side and trying to figuring things out inside of my closet. I really didn't have any rhyme or reason here. I was just slowly starting to go through this stuff as I pulled it out, figure out what pile it was going to go into. Did I want to keep it? Did I want to donate it? There were lots of things in here that I've never worn or haven't worn in years. Those ones were easy to put in the donate pile. I did find that there were some pieces that I just wasn't sure of, so I set them aside, but for the most part, I wasn't too indecisive about this. I basically saw a piece and I was like, yay, nay, donate, and moved on with my day. It wasn't too tricky for me. If you're a little bit more attached to your clothing, this might take longer for you, but I am not. All right, so I continued through pulling out all of my tank tops that were at the front of my closet and just really going through these, figuring out, do these still fit me? Do I want to keep them? Am I ever gonna wear these again? Yes, I'm from Ottawa, so of course I have a Senator's tank top. You gotta show your pride when you live in a hockey city, especially in Canada. There's some stuff here that I bought last summer that didn't fit me at the time, and so that made some easy decisions there as well. I was getting rid of the empty hangers. Look at that, that's progress already. By the end of this project, it was insane how much I had emptied out. So 45 minutes in, and that's all I've done. I decided to try on some pieces that I just wasn't sure of. There's some stuff in there I just wasn't sure. Does it fit? Does it not fit? Do I like it anymore? So I set those ones aside and tried them on in front of the mirror here, just to make sure I was making the right call. There wasn't a ton of pieces like that, but it did help. And if you're more indecisive, I would say that this is a really good idea for you. All right, so these are the two piles we got going on so far. I've got about half of the hanging closet done, and before I went to work on the shelves, I wanted to just kind of deal with these two piles here. So our donate pile is going in a big old garbage bag. I already had some neighbors take claim to wanting to check through them, and a few of my Instagram local girlfriends who are going to score all of this swag. If you used to follow me back in the day when I would do closet sales, I'm sorry, but it's a lot of work and I don't have the energy to do it. So while I was going through this pile of stuff I had decided I was going to save, I actually still found stuff that I was like, no, this needs to go. I never even wore it, even when it did fit me, and just got rid of it. So I was folding up some pieces to go in the bin and just slowly working my way through this pile. But again, as I was going through this pile, I found stuff that I knew I could really part with. I didn't want to be going through this bin in a year from now, finding all these things that I have no idea why I kept. So I really tried to really pare this pile down even more so while I was going through it. As you guys can see, Birdie is always here to help. She always wants love and kisses and attention, and there's always a puppy around in our household. She definitely needs lots of love, but she's worth it. She's the cutest little puppy in town. Okay, so getting to work on the stuff that's hanging up there on the folding shelves. To be honest, most of it I haven't worn in at least a year, mainly because it doesn't fit, which is why it was all up on those taller shelves there. So these were some easy decisions to make. These were sweatpants I currently wore, so I tossed those up there because I knew I was going to keep them. I did have all of these sweaters folded on the shelf, but I wear them a lot, and every time I go to pull one that's not at the top of the pile, it would cause such a mess. So I decided these were things I definitely wanted to hang now that I have all this extra space. So I had taken all those sweaters and was hanging them. Can you tell I like crew neck sweaters? I wear them all winter long, and then even in the summer when it's cold with the AC in the house, I wear them a lot. I have a lot of them. They're just a closet staple for me, and they make me happy. So you know what? Such is life. All right, so now that I had all my sweaters hung, I grabbed all of my flannels and started just kind of organizing stuff in the way that I wanted. So I wanted these sweaters to be a little bit closer to the front of the closet. These flannels I do wear fairly often, but not on a daily basis, so they could go back a little bit further. Then I needed to go through this pile of jeans. There was easily 10 to 15 pairs there, and I know maybe 3 to 5 of them fit me. So I was just looking through the sizes of them, and then I took the other pairs and packed them away. They're not that small on me, and I know there's something I'll probably end up wearing within the next year or so, so I definitely wanted to keep them, but I also wanted to keep them out of my closet for now. All right, I have a lot of leggings, and the piles can get pretty high and ridiculous, and again become really messy as I pull ones out to wear on a daily basis. So I just divided them into smaller piles, and then I started emptying out the empty hangers. So I have tons of double, triple, quadruple hung tank tops in the closet, and I wanted to really hang them all individually. The only ones that I hung 2 per a hanger was if it was the exact same one. So that was a bodysuit that I had in black and in white. I hung it on the same hanger, but for the most part, everything went on its own hanger because this is what causes the biggest amount of stress when I'm going to get dressed, just not being able to pull what I need. So these are some basic black and white tanks. I have multiples of them. Those was fine with double hanging them as well, because obviously if I'm going to grab one, it doesn't matter which one comes off the hanger. But for the most part, everything else got put onto its own individual hanger. And then I just tried to clear off a little space here for me to keep working. So I grabbed most of my racerback tanks and got those put away in the closet. I still had a bunch of stuff to work through and a bunch of stuff to put on their own individual hangers that were still double hung, but it just gave me a little bit more space to work with so I could organize better. I started getting everything into the closet just in the order that I would like it. You can see here I have lots of tank tops. I like a good tank top with the logos on them, with sayings on them. I can't help it. I have lots of bodysuits and basic tank tops too. I have a couple skirts that are newer to my wardrobe that I haven't worn yet, and I wanted to make sure these were hung at the front of my closet so I remember them. I feel like they look really good on me. They're just not something that is right front and center lately in my closet, so I haven't thought to put them on, so I'm excited to wear those. I got the rest of my leggings all separated and organized, and I realized I ran out of space here, so I tossed my sweatpants up to the top shelf there. I do wear them, but not as frequently, especially this time of year, so I didn't mind getting them up on the top shelf and making more room for the leggings and biker shorts and things that I wear more frequently. So many empty hangers, guys. I did count when I finished up, and I had about 70 empty hangers. Alright guys, so the organization is all done. I will show you guys how I kind of divided things. So at the front here, I have some skirts and my house coats, then some skinny strap tank tops, wider strap tanks, t-shirts. These here are all of my crop tops, long sleeve and short sleeve. Then all of my long sleeve thinner shirts there, all of my sweaters here, hoodies, flannels, and then just some fancier sweaters that I might wear, on a little date night or something like that. I do have a fancier closet, but those are a few pieces that are in here from my fancier stuff. Up top here, I have my jean shorts, my favorite black leggings, 3/4 leggings, 3/4 printed leggings, full-length leggings, full-length black leggings, and then some denim here, and these are my bike shorts. Up top I just have my sweatpants and some sleep shorts. Those are some thicker like sweatpants ones, and I have this whole shelf still empty. So yeah, crazy to think that I took almost 100 pieces out of this closet and it's still that full. That just goes to show you how much stuff I had. But what's so nice about all of this stuff is I know that it all fits me and it's not gonna make me feel unconfident when I'm going to get dressed in the morning. So pretty happy with how it all turned out. All right guys, that is a wrap for this week. I pretty much have everything kind of cleaned up in here. I do have this pile of stuff. I found some Christmas stuff. Yes, candy canes. I like to pack away my seasonal clothing with my seasonal decor, so I need to go put these in the basement. I found some new pieces that I'm going to use for PJs. So I'm gonna pack those away in my PJ drawer, but essentially everything is kind of cleaned up and organized. It took me about 3 hours and I probably have more clothes than your average bear. So if you guys are considering doing it, I would say go for it. If it only took me 3 hours, I can imagine it wouldn't take you guys half as long. Now, I won't say this is like a capsule wardrobe, but it is my version of a capsule wardrobe. Your girl has a lot of clothes. I have the other closet in the room that's going to be our walk-in closet filled with all of my dressy stuff. So like dresses, ball gowns, sequins, whatever, vacation stuff, like that one's filled. And then the other guest room closet is filled with all of my Disney stuff. Yes, I have a Disney closet, Disney backpacks, ears, t-shirts, clothing, leggings, shoes, jeans, all of the Disney things in another closet. So if you're like, why would you guys be building a custom closet that's bigger than what you have? This is like a third of my closet. And yeah, but I feel really good now that when I go in there, all of the pieces are things that I wear on a daily basis. They're all things that fit me. They're all things that suit my current body type that I feel confident in. And I'm not gonna be pulling at things or sorting through stuff that just like doesn't work for me anymore. I'm not gonna get frustrated not being able to find things anymore or things falling off the hangers because they're so pushed together that I'm like can barely get in there, and I'm pulling things off the hangers trying to get other stuff pieces out. It's all just so much more organized now, easy peasy for me to reach for. I know what I'm looking for. I have space to put away my laundry, and I have a bin of stuff. So I have always been someone that fluctuates up and down in weight. It just is what it is. In the more stressful times in my life, I eat a lot more than I probably should. And I fluctuate in weight a lot. When I'm more active and busy and on the go and traveling a lot, I tend to be a little bit slimmer than I am now. And so I don't like to just get rid of my clothes. I've learned that as an adult, that my weight fluctuates so much that it's better for me to keep stuff to have for when my weight does fluctuate, so I'm not constantly going and buying new wardrobes. But it's so nice to have this packed away and not be staring me and glaring in my face every day, reminding me that it doesn't fit me anymore, and just having the pieces in there that do fit me. But knowing that when I do fluctuate in weight again and go down a little bit in weight, I have all of these pieces to pull from. So that's that. I hope that you guys decide to, get inspired to go clean out your closets too. That being said, we do have a lot of really fun stuff coming up at the house. We're doing a lot of projects in the kitchen that I'm super excited about, as well as our front room. Those are kind of the two spaces in the main floor that haven't been pulled together yet, and those are our upcoming projects. And so I'm super excited to get those on the go for you. I'd say first kitchen stuff is gonna start next week. It'll probably be a 2 or 3 week process, but I'm super excited to work through it all with you guys and show everything with you along the way. I hope you're all having an awesome week. I'm gonna go get this stuff taken down to the basement and get this donations bag brought down and just kind of tidy up in here so it doesn't look like a tornado ran through here tonight when I come to relax. I hope you guys are having an awesome one, and we'll chat soon. Bye guys.